Growth at Stellar, Tammy Camp, on August 23rd, 2021, stated that Ripple was an investor. Ripple is an investor. Ripple's invested in a lot of different things. They just invested in T54. They've invested in Propto. They also invested in Fortress. If you guys remember that one, that was a Nevada trust bank that ended up going under. They put an LOI in order to acquire them and did deeper due diligence and ended up backing out of the deal. And they ended up going under. So just because somebody's invested in something doesn't mean it's the next best thing since sliced bread. Do they have some control there? Do they have a board seat to help direct and guide things? I'd want to know that. Sometimes that's what VCs or investors will do. How involved is Ripple in fostering that ecosystem and providing some distribution for that network? There's a lot of different types of capital, right? You want to be pretty strategic about who you take money from. Ideally, some people just need the money when they're getting started. But Ripple has been a pretty good investor. The majority of the things that they've invested in have gone on to do well. And if you look at people like the Waltons, so I don't know if you guys, surely you know who Walmart is, right? The Waltons will invest in technology that they plan on either acquiring or using inside of their network of companies. And let's say it's a SaaS platform and they were like, okay, this is the one that we like. We're going to invest in the company. Maybe we're going to buy a piece of it, or we're going to acquire the whole thing. And then we're going to juice it. We're going to make sure that everybody in our ecosystem has to use this deal. So if that's Ripple's plan with that, I can get behind that. But Ripple's focus is also enterprise payments, not necessarily peer-to-peer or merchant services. Now, it does sound like, based on what David Schwartz was talking about at XRP Vegas this year, that is their plan to move downstream over the next 3 to 4 years. So maybe it's a long play with Stronghold. They've made the investment there and they do plan to make an acquisition or take a stronger position in that company and help them get the distribution that they're looking for. So again, for me, I just bet on sure bets. Personally, the only thing that I have the highest conviction on, I'll say it that way, is XRP being adopted.